guys, it's Ahmer here. So today, I had something that I wanted to talk about, as someone actually left a comment on one of my videos, and I thought to myself, you know what, let's see what everyone else thinks. So this is going to be talking about how people who resell video games in game stores are essentially scammers. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. So, I actually saw this in a comment where someone was trying to essentially call me out and say that because I buy video games at different thrift stores and because I've bought games on the cheaper end and then I've traded them to some friends to get other items into my collection and even sold a couple of them, some people are essentially trying to say that that is being a scammer. So, I wanted to go ahead and take a deep dive on this and talk about essentially how video game stores do the same exact thing when they, have people try and trade in games and they give them a smaller percentage than what the game is actually worth. So essentially, are you trying to say that all video game stores are scammers? So if you guys are interested in topics like this and you enjoy collecting video games, playing video games, and even finding deals out there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you never miss out on any updated videos, as I'm constantly adding more and more to the channel. So we'll just jump into it. Don't game stores essentially do the same exact thing? Don't you go there, you offer them different video games that you would like to trade in, whether it's for cash or whether it's for store credit, and they most likely will offer you like 50-60% of the actual value of the game because they have to house the location, so they have to pay rent on that spot, they have to take the time, take up the retail space to go ahead and store that game until it actually sells. They have to have a whole customer base, they have to pay for advertisements, they have to pay workers there, they have to clean the games, they have to test the games, they have to test the consoles, and essentially put it all together so that they can make just a few dollars on each of these items. And isn't it a great thing to have more and more video game stores out there for people like us who love the hobby, who love playing video games, who love finding deals, and isn't that what this is all about? Now, essentially, I think that they were calling out people who go to thrift stores, who find these deals, and then resell these items for a profit. So, let's just go ahead and break that down. Why would you go into a thrift store, expecting to pay full retail value? It's not like a video game store where the items are tested, warranted, guaranteed, etc. So, essentially, these thrift stores, they mark down these items, they sell them at a cheaper price because it's kind of like as is. You can't return these items. You essentially just have to deal with the item that was sold to you, whether it works or not, whether it has some, a little bit rough around the edges, whether the item is, essentially worth the full retail value. And then they have like these coupons and these different sales every single time that you go. So it's like you're getting an amazing deal. Now, what does that do? That drives all of these people in this hobby, in this collecting world, to the different thrift stores. So you may go into a thrift store like 10 or 11 times and find absolutely nothing. And the next thing you know, you go into one and you find like the deal of a lifetime. You're not going to give the store owner more than what the item's actually priced at. In today's time, it's like there's no excuse. You should know exactly how to find what these items are worth. You know kind of like how to work the internet. You know exactly how to go on eBay, all of these other sites, and check up, like price charting, Game Value Now. There's all of these different websites geared towards video game collectors, even like toys, all types of items. So essentially what they do is they check these items to make sure that they don't have something that's worth like, a crazy absurd amount of money that they may sell online, to try and help bring in revenue towards the thrift store. But they just kind of like push these items out as they're getting this stuff for almost free. A lot of these places, some buy in bulk and they get like items that way. But a lot of these items are donated to the thrift stores. So if you pass up on it because you don't want to buy it, someone else is going to come in there and buy it. And would you essentially go to like any retail store or grocery store and overpay for an item that's on clearance or on sale? No, you're not going to give someone extra money for things. So I'm not entirely understanding how that can essentially be scamming. Scamming is technically like deceiving someone or like telling someone something and then doing something completely different. So like if you know that someone has something that's super valuable, they don't give you a price, they ask you to make an offer, and you say, oh, it's not really worth anything, but in return, it's worth like thousands of dollars. I would take that as being like scamming behavior, but I would not classify someone who was just trying to add games to their collection, store owners who were trying to like earn and make a living doing this, trying to help everyone, bring people together, and you don't even think about all of the stuff that goes into reselling and, you know, turning this into like a business. It takes up so much. You have to pay rent, you have to pay all of these different taxes, you have to pay all of these different fees to like these online selling places like eBay, PayPal, all of these different places. They take a cut of your profits. So of course game stores can't give you 100% of the full retail, because then they would lose out on money. So there would be no market in that. And that's any type of hobby. That's not just video game collecting or, you know, toy collecting. So I just wanted to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that stores are essentially scamming people? Do you think that video game collectors who are passionate about this, not really like selling stuff anyway to make a profit, just to add more stuff to their collection? Or even the person who is trying to like find stuff at a cheaper deal, try and make those deals, you know, take away the work from the person that they're buying this stuff from. You know, oftentimes when you buy full collections, you offer way less than what it actually goes for because of all of the time, effort, money, everything, and the upkeep that you have to do to get those items together, cleaned up, tested, and then, you know, priced out and listed and sold and shipped out. All of that stuff takes up so much time and effort and just money. It's just valuable time. So of course you're going to try and make deals. Of course you're going to try and get things for a cheaper cost. And why would you say that someone is essentially scamming someone if they own a business, or if they're just collecting and having fun with it, if it's not really bothering anyone? I just wanted to know what you guys think. So of course, let me know in the comments below if you think that that is scamming, or if you think that, you know, something else is. Just let me know. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.